What's going on, guys? Deuce here. Today's story is going to be about the time that I got discharged from the Marine Corps Delayed Entry Program. So it was late June. I think I shipped on July 16th to go to boot camp. And I told my recruiter, like, I moved up here from a town in Minnesota, so it wasn't that, I think it's like 5 hours away. And I was going to drive down there to see some buddies for their grad parties. And I went down there, made it down there all right. I was staying with my uncle. I don't think I slept there a single night. Like, I got drunk every single night I was down there with my buddy.
You're free to engage.
But, get down there. Everything's good. I call my mom, like, hey, made it. She's like, okay, help your fucking uncle build his porch, whatever he was doing. And, so that night I was like, hey, someone's having a grad party. I'm going to go up, see him. And he's like, whatever, that's fine, whatever. That's why you're here. And, so I went up. I think the drive was like a half hour away from where I grew up. And, get up there. And I'm afraid to get out of my car because I'm nervous because I haven't seen these guys in fucking 6 years. Like, I was excited at the same time. And, so I'm waiting for my buddy to get there. And I'm just looking awkward as fuck. So I'm parked right in front of her fucking house. And, he finally gets there. We end up leaving right away and going to his house to drink. I got fucked up that night, slept in my fucking car, woke up hot as fuck the next morning. Like, I was sweating. I don't know. But that night happens. Then the second night, it was gonna be my last night there because I only went down for the weekend. So this was Saturday night. I was supposed to head home Sunday morning. Saturday night, there was like 3 grad parties. I went to my best friend's grad party for like 3 hours, and then I got kind of bored because at a grad party, you're supposed to visit with everyone who comes, and he was trying to spend time with me, and it just didn't work out because he was all over the place. So I was like, hey, I'll see you at Austin's party tonight. He's like, yep. I don't even think he came. But anyways, one of my buddies that I used to go to school with showed up at this grad party and was like, yo, Austin's grad party is going to be fucking lit. Do you need to get beer? And I said, yeah, I was like, here's 20 bucks, give me an 18 pack. And he ended up getting it for me. We ended up going to this fucking party, and all you guys know me, all my subscribers know, most of my subscribers know me. A good 7/8 of you know me. And you all know that I'm a lightweight. And it's not because I can't handle my beer, it's that I weigh 135 pounds soaking wet. They were making mixed drinks for me. I was drinking beer in between the mixed drinks. I get fucked up. I don't even remember going home. The last thing I remember was the fucking party host just saying, everyone go to bed, I'm getting fucking pissed. So we all go to bed. I wake up in my car again at my buddy's house. It's 95 degrees outside. Not in a fucking metal can, pretty much. In the fucking car, it was probably 100 degrees plus. So it's actually a good thing I slept in my car. So I probably sweat out most of the fucking liquor I drank. Then that morning, I wake up, I'm like, yo, I need to get going, I need to pack, I need to head home. I was unaware that I was still kind of drunk, like, everything was kind of hazy. But we get on the road, and I was like, I texted him, I was like, hey, because we were going to go to McDonald's. I was like, hey, let's go to this one, not the other one we were going to. And he said, okay. We fucking eat. I get a couple burgers and some fries and like a frappe. So I'm driving down the highway, and I see this, like, you're supposed to merge into the left lane. I merge into the left lane, or I get into the left lane. This is only like 10 minutes after we stopped to eat. I get into the left lane, and I'm going, and I take a sip of my frappe. And what happened was, I go to put my frappe down, and the cords from my radio, where I was charging my phone from, came out over my center console, and it was blocking the cup holder, so I couldn't put my frappe back in there. So I looked down for like a second and a half, moved the cords, As I'm doing that, I see this guy fly by me. Many of you know Minnesota drivers are fucking ass. He flies by me. I get the thing in the cup holder. As soon as I look up, this guy had fucking flown past me, got into my lane, just missing the cones. Fucking slammed on his brakes because the guys in front of me were going like 30 miles an hour. I was already hitting my brakes. This guy's going, I think, like 25 miles an hour slower than I am. And I hit my brakes and I fucking bash into him going like 55 probably. This guy's like 95 years old probably, driving a 2012 Impala. I get stuck with following too close or tailgating, and what happened was he hit his, like, it wouldn't have been that bad of an accident, I don't think. It probably would have been just a fucking bumper touch, but this fucker slams on his brakes, so his ass ends up. I slam on my brakes, so my ass ends up. My hood gets crunched up. My glasses go flying when the airbag comes off, so my glasses are in the back seat. I'm unaware of that. I'm fucking stupid. So I fucking get out of the car as soon as, like, I drifted into the fucking ditch, get out of the fucking car, run over to him. He's fine. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, I think so. Then it just hits me like I ship out in fucking 2 weeks. Now I have to call my mom because I have a court date because it's a fucking, is a misdemeanor, I think. And so that night, or no, not even that, like, right after I went and checked on him, I was running everywhere. People had stopped to check if we were alright. My phone was dead because I had a shitty fucking iPhone 4. And the battery ran out so fast that it took like an hour and fucking ever to charge. So then, I'm sitting in this lady's car. She's like, you need to get out. You need to check your car. You need to see what's going on. Is it starting on fire? What's going on? I go over there, and I was like, I can't see shit. I'm going blind. Like something scraped my eye or something. I'm going blind. Well, my glasses were just in the back seat. So I found those. I was like, thank God. And then, like, I started limping, and I was like, why the fuck am I limping? Like, I was just running. A couple guys that pulled over they were in the Air Force. They were meds. And the one guy comes over. He's like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't know. My leg hurts. I was just running. I don't know what I did. He's like, okay, pull your pants up. Pull your pant leg up, get your shoe off, and pull down your sock. As soon as I took my shoe off, I could see that my fucking ankle was the size of a fucking grapefruit. Not really, but it was fucking big. And, like, that's what made me start crying because I was like, you guys, I'm supposed to ship out for boot camp in, like, 2 weeks. Cops come. I don't know why they didn't, but they didn't give me a blood alcohol test or anything like that. I was still drunk. And they didn't do anything to me like that. They didn't make me do anything in the hospital. So I was good there. And the ambulance comes though, and is like, the guy's like, all right, I'm a realist. I'm gonna tell you right now, this trip is probably gonna cost $4,000. And I was like, I don't fucking have $4,000 to spend, dude. I don't. And he's like, well, if these guys that stopped your buddies, and I was like, I don't know them. He's like, well, if they want to give you a ride, I'm fine with it. We'll have a cop trail you guys. So they did that, thank God. Which wasn't even, like, $4,000 is a lot, but even if you get a speeding ticket in Minnesota, it's like $350. So I get charged with following too close. Then the hospital bill. Then a court date with, like, the court fee I think was like $500 fucking dollars. And they issued me crutches, which also cost money. It was in a construction zone, so that's even more. So the next day, I get up, still trying to get used to these crutches. My mom's like, take your brace off, because I had an air brace because I fractured my ankle. And take your brace off, and start walking. I just want to see how you walk. So I had to do that the whole next day because it's like my mom wanted me to do PT. I had to sit down and do the alphabet all day with my ankle. The next day, the day of my court date, we were just leaving the courthouse. And we were going to get shot out of my car because they took it to an impound lot because it was fucked. And I was like, Mom, before we even got there, I was like, Mom, I need to get into my trunk right now, just to see if there's anything in there. I have my baseball bag in there and a whole bunch of other shit. And I open the trunk, and the first thing that I fucking see is an untouched 18-pack of Busch Light. So I was like, holy shit. So she puts that in her car, and she's sitting there just staring at me. She's like, really? You had to fucking drink while you were down here? And needless to say, you're at grad parties. You're gonna drink. She knew that. I knew that. She didn't think I'd be dumb enough to put a full 18 in my trunk. So now, the impound guy's coming over while I'm sitting there holding on to an 18-pack, and I'm like, Mom, take this right now and put it in the back of the car. So she does that. I don't get hit with any minor charges or anything like that. The only thing that happened was my car broke down. I called my recruiter. He told me that I would have to be discharged. I'll get the papers in the mail. And then all the insurance shit started rolling in, and that costed money, and everything was just piling up. Overall, the only thing I would have done different is stayed at my buddy's house a little longer to sober up. Overall, only thing I would have changed. That car was my baby. I miss it a lot. It was a Dodge Neon. Most of you guys are going to think that that's a car for like poor people, but it was my baby. But anyways, that's today's story. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did. Thank you, and have a great day.